This is an introduction to the site study. There's quite a bit of print material available for you to read. The primary purpose of this introduction is to reassure each of you that the main purpose of the site study is to fully understand how you're positioned to do the work you do and to align how you're positioned with the goals of the organization. In each case, for every task, you'll find yourself asking, am I positioned to do this work? Do I have what it takes? Do I have enough information? Is it my place to do this work? With whom shall I do it? That is the key purpose of doing the site study. Not to have a perfect set of documents or to check off a checklist. We will try to address these concerns in the next few minutes. Your site, the scope of the work, is up to you. There's no correct site or group or enterprise for you to study. You can do a small team, you can do a mid-sized unit, you can take up your whole organization if you choose, depending on the size. You can take up the large organization. In each case, there's no right or wrong answer. How are you positioned by role, responsibility, and who you are in the world? That is a key part of doing the site study, is understanding that, not being perfectly positioned to do certain work. The next piece is, what is the work? Is it an initiative? Is it an ongoing piece of work that is sort of the essential part of your organization? Is it a new piece of work that no one else has really taken up and that you're passionate about and wish to take up? Is it something that maybe was picked up and put down a few times and needs a bit of inspiration for someone to step back in? Does it feel small? Does it feel large? Those are all the right questions. The purpose of the site study for the first course is for you really to look around your organization, team, or unit and ask some questions. Gather the documents that might begin to answer those questions and take a second look. The purpose of the first term is not to solve all the problems, to pose the right questions, or to conduct a thorough inquiry. It is really a baseline gathering of documents to find out what is already so, what already goes on, and what do your team members or members of your organization already think about the work. That is really important. The context or the container for the materials will be a Google site, which is semi-public. We're calling it public in our work. And that means that your materials, the artifacts you collect or organize, will be available to you, to the instructor, and to member or members of your study group, and one person that's in your work setting if you're comfortable with that. If the situation is such that you're really not able to invite a colleague from your site to look at your materials, then we'll work out some sort of secondary consultant for you, so you have a chance to have an outsider look at it. There's about one piece of work per module, or per week in this case, that you'll be collecting. At week 7, you'll open your Google site for some analysis and feedback, and the closing activity will then be your own analysis, given people's feedback of what you now know, questions you may now have, and next steps you'll take. In every case, at every turn in the road, you are well positioned to gain consultancy from me as your instructor. Our faculty colleagues here, should it be a situation they're more familiar with, members of your study group, another person in the cohort who may not be in your study group but is familiar with your type of situation, or anyone else you invite. Again, the primary purpose of the site study is to understand more fully how you're positioned to do the work you'd like to do and how to align how you're positioned with that work. I look forward to taking you through the process.